Привit, I'm Chuck Olenek. I'm a Ukrainian-American baptized with the name Yaroslav. And that's the name I use in the Society for Creative Anachronism, where people know me as Yaroslav the Persistent, or usually Yari. And I've been putting together videos on Slavic, or basically things Slavic or things Eastern European, whether it's folklore, mythology, history. And I've been putting them up on my YouTube channel, and I've been trying to basically just share knowledge because, hey, that's what I did for 36 years in the classroom. I taught world history. And I usually try to put videos up around the time that they would fit best on the calendar, as far as, you know, something would be, this is a winter festival or whatever. Well, I missed this by a couple of days. I'm calling this St. Andrew's Eve Myths, but it also kind of includes St. Catherine's Eve, and I can't say it's Slavic because it's not just Polish stuff here, it's also Romanian stuff. So we're going to have some overlap, and it's going to be a short, weird video. So, 2 of these are connected by subject. 2 of them are connected by a date. You know, St. Andrew's Eve, or November 29th. The Feast of St. Catherine of Alexandria, or in Poland, they'd be calling it Katarzyńki, November 24th, and the Feast of the Eve of St. Andrew, Andrzejki, that's November 29th. They were devoted to love and marriage. On the night of Katarzyńki, bachelors could learn about their future wives. And on the night of Andrzejki, maidens could find out who their husband would be. First, let's take a look at Katarzyńki. In Polish tradition, November 24th is known as St. Catherine's Night, and bachelors used a lot of divination practices to discover the face of their future wives. Maybe this festival started with or was associated with old Slavic beliefs, such as Dorla, the Slavic goddess of fate. But now you've got the Christian version. Saint Catherine of Alexandria. She was the patron saint of bachelors looking for wives. It was believed that she could tell them who was the best candidate for a wife, especially on the eve of her feast day. However, as a day of fortune telling for young men, Katarzyńki has almost disappeared from Polish culture. As St. Andrew's Day, November 30th, marks the beginning of Advent, in those bygone days it was believed that the spirits of ancestors were at their most accessible when they descended back to earth during this time. But that sounds an awful lot like October 31st, Halloween, or the Night of Veles, and November 1st, extending into the 2nd, the Day of the Dead, when the ghosts of ancestors return to the earthly plane. So while Katarzyńki fell out of favor as far as, having a good time, Andrzejki, that's remained a day of fun, games, and fortune-telling, both for young women and young men alike. How St. Andrew became associated with fortune-telling for girls is unclear. Maybe it's because he's considered the patron of marriageable, virtuous, religious maidens. And it's possible that the date of the feast was a deciding factor in this tradition. The Feast of St. Andrew brings in the Advent season. Andrzejki has had the association with fortune-telling for centuries. It was first written about in 1557. And while the seriousness of the proceedings, that's lightened up a lot, the basic elements of this ancient custom remain unchanged since the Middle Ages. Following the protocols of the day, a widow, an unmarried spinster, a divorcee was then required to light the 13 candles that would call forth the spirits into the room. All right, now we got to change gears, and it's no longer Slavic stuff, it's Romanian, and it's not about love and marriage anymore, it's about vampires. And I'd covered vampires and Strigoi in other videos, and I just kind of dealt with the basic information there. I didn't quite realize there was a particular date associated with them. The night of November 29th to the 30th, that's the night of the Strigoi. Romanian legend has it that vampires awaken from a year-long slumber, and that's where they go forth to feed and prey upon the living. Garlic and crucifixes are hung upon doorways and windows for protection. So usual vampire stuff that we tend to pick up in popular folklore. It's just I didn't realize there was an actual date where they pop out of the ground and go, "Hi, we're here." Okay, so next video, I gotta get into a variant of Baba Yaga I did not realize existed, and I just kind of stumbled across it. So until the next time, do pobacenia.